Several hours later, the trekkers had to take a break. This place was near impossible to investigate. This place was a maze of doors, an infinite number of pathways. Sensei Luna only called Belly this when she really wanted something. He wiped some sweat from his matted fur and looked at her. My legs are practically clay. If you tell us to keep walking without a plan, I can't obey. Glancing at the group, every single of them beside Pixel seemed completely exhausted, and even the giraffe woman was starting to look worn down. Her stamina was far better than theirs. They tried several doors and most led to empty rooms, but some were different. Precarious platforms over perilous precipices. They hadn't tried one of those yet. A path walk with nothing but pitfalls. The full truth with no remorse. Walking steadily forward, stay the course. A maze of doors, an infinite number of pathways. The only way to communicate. The throne lies decayed. King abdicated, leaving the doors open did nothing for them. Either they never entered the same hall and they were somehow in the back rooms, or the doors were closing when they left. That honestly felt like the case. Let me try something. Barely went up to the door labeled 10. There were about 100 doors per hall. After 100 there was a cross-section area where you could turn left, right, or go straight, and the numbers would go back to 1. The last time we opened a door marked 10, it was a blank room. Sure enough, it was blank when he opened it. And the next door we opened was 11, and that had the strange room with floating steps. He repeated the process, and sure enough it had that strange room with floating steps, and underneath them was a black void. There was no end in sight, either down or forward. A path walk with nothing but pitfalls. The full truth with no remorse. Walking steadily forward, stay the course. A maze of doors, an infinite number of pathways. The only way to communicate. The throne lies decayed. King abdicated. The bear grown, we should have tested this from the beginning. The others, still not entirely recovered from all the walking, went to the door and peered in. Is it what I think it is? Fingers was barely knotted. I think this is the only true way forward. This entire hallway thing might be an elaborate illusion, in case any of us escape while the snake was still on guard duty. This will be a path walk with nothing but pitfalls. I believe we'll have to rely on this last resort. I don't think there's any way to reinforce, and it'll be safer if we go all together. Since we have no idea if the platforms will collapse, we can watch each other's backs. He looked over at Pixel. What do your scans say? She shook her head. Even the map kept updating as we walked. It couldn't see through this either. And this area can't even be mapped. It seems all they can notice the steps in front of us. For whatever reason, the snake had not taken anything from the group, not even the crystal Yuki had. So Bradley still had his bag of magical storage given to him by his mother. He began pulling out a large length of rope. We'll tie ourselves together and walk across. Path walk with nothing but pitfalls. The full truth with no remorse. Walking steadily forward, stay the course. A maze of doors and